Hey there, other hurlers. Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome to another Stone Cold Hockey video. We are doing the LA Kings at 2011-2012 season. We are at 76 games, so 6 games left. We could do 2 videos of 3, but if I lose, well, then the sky's the limit. But we are in a dogfight with Nashville and St. Louis for first place in the Western Conference and probably the NHL overall. The Rangers have 107 points. Boston's now got 100 points. Florida leads the Southeast. Carolina one game above 500, but they have 78 points. The funny thing is, every team except for Columbus in our conference has more than 78 points, and they're not going to make the playoffs. Maybe. Steven Stamkos has the goals lead with 66. Michael Ryder, Myron Gabrick, and Gino Malcolm 43 each. Justin Williams put up 31 goals. He's our leader in a sense. Points wise, Stamkos 100 point. Kovalchuk 86. Claude Giroux 82. Kopitar 24 goals, 56 assists. He has 80 points. Justin Williams is 22nd. Justin Brown 25th. Assists wise, Kopitar leads the NHL narrowly by 1. Quick 45-17, 5-1-8-9 goals against. Elliott 29-7-7 with 11 shutouts. 36-12-6 and a 1-8-5 for Lundqvist. How do these guys are doing the standings wise? We're at 76 games. Well, whatever we do, we have a 12-point lead for the division, and yeah, no matter what we do, we win the division because Phoenix can't catch us. They're the next best team. So yeah, our points percentage is 69%. Nice. 12-6 in overtime / shootout. 27-8-4 versus 23-12-2. 211 goals. 159 against. We're 1 point ahead of Nashville. If we win, we're 3 points ahead. St. Louis also fighting Nashville, looking pretty good. Vancouver, Chicago, Phoenix, Calgary, and Detroit. Highlights: 36 hat tricks. Only 7 games in the high 30s. Rangers, Winnipeg, October 21st. Oh, we have a new one. Yeah, we do. Washington, Winnipeg from March 16th. Winnipeg was up 4-1 and they choked it in overtime. Leifert beat Pavlich. Okay. So that's a new high score thing, too. Chicago, St. Louis, a 13-goal comeback, November 8th. Toronto 4-1, December 16th against Buffalo. Tampa, Dallas, January 20th. Oh, shut it. Now there's Tampa. Edmonton 7-5. So anyway, we're in Calgary. We're out west. We have Johnny Quick in the net. They have Mika Kiprusoff. Of course they would. Calgary's fighting for things in the conference too. Leland Irving, Hendrik Carlson, the goalies behind him. Johnny Quick, our guys, Bernier. Kopitar, the pride of Slovenia, 20 years with the Kings. Justin Williams, Mr. Game 7. Dustin Brown, Mr. Captain. Mike Richards, Kitchener. Mr. Kitchener Ranger himself. Ha. Drew Doughty, great defenseman for Guelph. Slava Voynov before the domestic violence problems. Simon Gagne, great flyer. Dustin Penner, Jared Stoll, former Oilers. Alec Martinez, 2 years before he was Mr. Overtime winner against Chicago and New York. Jeff Carter, we picked up in a trade. Willie Mitchell from Minnesota. Dwight King, Kyle Clifford, Brad Richardson, Matt Green, Trevor Lewis, Andre Lokotov, Colin Fraser, Trent Hunter, Jordan Nolan, David Strusky, Rob Scuderi, and Ethan Morrow. Scuderi Morrow near the end of their careers, Morrow with Hampton. Calgary, Joe McGilla, Mr. number 12, Curtis Landcross, Olli Jokinen, former Panther, Lee Stempniak, former Leaf, who should never have left. Alex Tangate, former Great Avalanche, Mike Camilleri, good player too. He will come back to LA. Mark Giordano, defenseman. Matt Stajan for Toronto. Jay Bullmeister, former Panther icon. Blake Como, Tom Kostopoulos. Michael Backlund for Calgary, number 89. Brandon Morrison, former Canuck icon. Roman Horik, Paul Byron, soon to be legendary for Montreal 9 years later. Chris Butler, TJ Brody, Scott Hannon, former Shark, Derek Smith, Anton Baptist, Dave Moss, Serge, Tim Jackman, Blair Jones. Let's go. Calgary split. Oh, Pele shot Jokinen and they fail. Hit. 2 minutes later. Aggression. If we get penalized, it's Jordan Nolan. And Dave Moss is third. We didn't talk about Dave Moss. I guess we didn't manage. 5 minutes later. Red, blue. Aggression. Can we do it? Don't get hit. Susanna gets whacked. We're down 1-0. We need to win. We're 1 point ahead in the. Kelly on Clifford. 37. Jesse Kostopoulos. Damn it, Radich. 3 minutes later. Hits. 3 minutes later. Radich. Alec Martinez for the point. Skiers. Smart Alec, his 6th from Kopitar and Williams. We got 3 men to Calgary of all teams. 2 minutes. We take advantage. No. Shut. No. 5 minutes later. No. 5 minutes later. That's Richards. That's skills. Pop power play go. Clifford, the big red dog. His 2nd from Kopitar and Justin. 3-2. Bullmeister. Damn it. I thought we had it. Too little, too late. Jeffrey Diamond. Fuck. Yeah, so we're still 1 point ahead, but everyone's played 77 games. And St. Louis beat Chicago 5-1. Of course, they did. Yes, of course they did. So we're in Edmonton to finish up our Western road trip. Nashville beat Detroit in overtime. And we beat Edmonton 1-0. Carter from Kopitar and Williams. Johnny Creek with another shutout. So we beat Edmonton. So that means we're still number 1 by point over Nashville and St. Louis. Saturday night, and we go to Minnesota. Why? Nashville beats Chicago 4-1. Shit. St. Louis beats Columbus 4-0. So now we got to win to keep first place alive. Johnny Quick against Josh Harding for Minnesota. The backup to Nick Backstrom, but Harding comes in the net tonight with Matt Hackett and Nick Backstrom. Minnesota has Danny Heatley, the former 50 goal scorer, who unfortunately got in trouble the law in that thing in Atlanta. Thankfully, Dan Snyder's teammates allowed. Parents said they forgave him, so he continued his career. Kyle Brosnia, well, it did cost Danny Heatley the intro 2004 spot to second. Brosniak, David Sitaguchi, former Shark, Cal Clutterbuck, Matt Cullen, Miku Koivu's brother of Saku, Pierre Mark Bouchard, Nick Johnson, not the baseball player, Daryl Powell, Eric Christensen, Guillermo La Tendrist, Jared Spurgeon, Marcos Candela, Casey Wellman, Greg Sandin, Steve Camper, Nate Proser, Justin Falk without the U, Clayton Stoner, Warren Peters, Nick Schultz, Connor Merzalicki near the end of his career, former Predator, Tom Gilbert, and Brett Bulmer. Can we win this game? 5 minutes into the game? No. 4 minutes later. The first fight. Colin Fraser and Nick Johnson. I don't think any of us will miss our guys. We should. No. 2 minutes later. The first we get a hit. Christian? It's Dowdy, of all people. Proser gets hit. No. We need this win. We only have 4 games left. 2 minutes left. Battle fight. Clifford and Falk. I think we got bit. And Justin Brown. Much later. Sorry. 2 minutes later. Not so sweet. Last moment. We're down 1-0 to the Wild. First place is on the line. I know we were 8th in real life. But we're guaranteed a top 3 spot because we won the division. Williams can't score. 4 minutes later. Skiers! Dustin the Wind, Mrs. Brown, you got a lovely son. It's 29 from Gagne and King makes it 1-1. Watch later. Alan, Minnesota, it's Brosiak. Can we take advantage? Yes, we do. Skier! Papa properly go. Just in time. Game 7. Mr. Game 7 wins his 32nd from Mitchell and Stahl. 2-1. Jeanette Martinez, booyaka shot. Kopitar with the assist. And we beat Minnesota 3-1, so we keep pace. Minnesota had it for 50 minutes. Those are 49 minutes. So, yeah, we're heading to April. Yeah, we're 1 point ahead of Nashville and St. Louis. I just want to see the standings of the division. Well, Rangers clinched the division over Philly. They're 9 points ahead with 4 games left, so that's 8 points. Boston clinches the division, and so does Florida. So we know who the top 3 is. It's a battle between Rangers and Boston for the 1 seed. Florida's the 3 seed. Nashville Sailors are tied. Nashville up by 2 points in that mark. Calgary can't catch Vancouver. So Vancouver's won the division, so have we. It is going to be us. Well, it's going to be Vancouver, the 3 seed, too. Edmonton, Anaheim. Boston Rangers. Rangers beat Boston that's for the 1 seed. For the 1 seed. And we host Edmonton, right? So we host Edmonton. So we have 3 games left. 3 games left in the final 6 days. We play Edmonton. It's Dubnik versus Jonathan Quick. So yeah, we haven't played Edmonton in a while. Well, we did play Edmonton off screen. They have Dubnik. They have Hobby Bulin, who's actually slowed down a bit, and Jan Dennis. Edmonton, they have Jordan Eberle, the pride of the Regina Pats, and Canadian World Juniors iconic player Taylor Hall, who was a former #1 pick from Windsor, who screwed over Mike Etch the Rangers in 2010. Ryan Smith, the legend, from Edmonton to the others, now back to Edmonton. Hey, Jeffrey. Right, Nugent Hopkins. I think he was. He couldn't be #1, but anyway, he was hot on Edmonton. Sam Gagne, this was his 8-point game season. Ryan Jones, Sean Horkoff, former 2006 icon. Alex Hemsky from the 06 team. Ben Eager, Slava Schmid, Corey Potter, Eric Belanger, Leonard Petro, Ryan Whitney, good player in his own start for Pittsburgh. Eddie Seddon, former Nashville Predator. Lance Olmark, who was a bust. Jeff Petrie, Magnus PRV, who went back to Finland. Anton Lander, Timu Harkinainen, Cam Barker, former Blackhawk icon, Phil Peckham, Dazzy Harchuk, and Nick Schultz, former 4 minutes into the game. No shot. 2 minutes later. They have a chance and they score. Horkoff from Petrie and Petro. 5 minutes later. Petrie gets whacked. Belanger in the box. Perfect. No. Damn it, we got penalized. It's Stahl. But we killed the sun. We're fine. Last minute. We're in trouble now. We really need to win. 3 minutes. No, we're not. It's Stahl. 2-minute minor. They have a chance and they miss. They have a chance again. And Nugent Hopkins from Hemsky makes it 2-0. Damn it. 5 minutes later. No. 5 minutes more. And Ryan Whitney makes it 3-0. Look at this. Ryan Whitney from Ryan Smith and Ryan Nugent Hopkins. 3 goals. Ryan. I don't know what's with Jonathan Quick today. We are in deep trouble. Oh, yes, we are. 2 minutes. Nope. Much later. Questions? We don't have much time. Well, we got each person 98 Mitchell. The ones still got time. Still got time. 5 minutes later. On us. Of course. Well, we kill the clock. Well, that hurts. Oh, yes, it does. So now Nashville and St. Louis can jump ahead of us. That will hurt. Nashville beats Minnesota 5-2, of course. What? St. Louis played. St. Louis has played 3 games in 4 days. I guess. Yeah, St. Louis has played 3 games in 4 days. Nashville plays 2. We play 2. They have to play Detroit, and they win 3-2. So that means that they're tied with Nashville. For first place, Nashville has more wins. Of course, we lost, and now we got to play San Jose. We win in overtime. Quick beat Miami. We were up 2-0, Carter and Martinez, but then they tied it with Demers and Pavelski. Jeff Carter is the hero in overtime. Thank God. Nashville beat Dallas. Tribute New Jersey. So Nashville has 1 game left. We have to win and hope Nashville fucks up. Or even St. Louis. Well, yeah, we have to win. St. Louis still has 2 games left. St. Louis Lost to Phoenix. Oh, giant ass loss. Big win for Mike Smith over Brian Elliott. What a job. So everyone plays tomorrow. In the East, Buffalo is chasing for that 8 seed from Carolina. They're only a point back. Do my math here. Boston has an outside chance to get the 1 seed, I think. So Florida we know is the 3 seed. Philly we know is the 4 seed. Pittsburgh we know is number 5. Ottawa number 6. Carolina could jump into 7. So Ottawa would play Florida and Pittsburgh plays Philly guaranteed. Over at our thing, yeah, Anaheim, even if they win, they can't catch with 91 points. Colorado, Dallas, and Edmonton are all out. Detroit's the 8 seed and will play the 1 seed. It's either us or Nashville because even if St. Louis wins, Nashville will have enough points. Vancouver has a insurmountable for the 3 seed. St. Louis is the 4 seed, so it's down to us and Nashville. Chicago leads Phoenix for the 5 seed. Detroit's the 8 seed. Anyway, Calgary will be number 7, so it's either Detroit or Calgary we play in the playoffs. Guaranteed. St. Louis beat Dallas, but it's not enough to catch Nashville. We're in San Jose. Do you know the way to San Jose? Nashville. Wow. Colorado 1-3-2. Shiger beat Lindback. Third period goal by Paul Stastny. There's light. There's light at the tower. We have to win because an overtime loss means nothing. I think we lose in the case of a tie. I don't remember. I think it would have been too close to call. I don't know. I think we lose to Nashville. We have to win over San Jose. San Jose has nothing to play for, but we do. We do know it's Buffalo Buffalo nipped Carolina at the and New Jersey at the line to be the 8th seed to elevate the Rangers. Montreal will go to Boston. That's a big matchup. Ottawa, Florida, Philly, Pittsburgh. That's a big matchup. So we know that Detroit plays either us or if we win, it's Detroit. If we lose, it's Calgary. Phoenix will go to Vancouver. Chicago will play St. Louis. That's a good matchup. One more match in San Jose. Johnny Quick against Ante Niemi, who's been pretty good. 37-7. Much different than their 43 wins that time. Logan Couture, I call him Randy Couture for the Natural. Joe Pavelski, Patrick Marleau, the iconic Shark, should never have been a Leaf. Joe Thornton, Boston screwed up by trading him to San Jose, instantly winning the Hart Trophy and the Art Ross, the MVP and scoring title. Still a great Shark. Ryan Cloud, Brett Burns, before he became Minnesota and grew his beard and lost those teeth. Dan Boyle, great defenseman. Troy Mitchell, Martin Havlat, former Ottawa Chicago player. Michael Hanses, former Flyer. Ben Ferrero, Brad Winchester, Mark Edward Vlasic. Andrew Desjardins, Jason Demers. Tommy Wingles, Daniel Winnick for the Coyotes. Justin Braun, Colin White. Jim Vandermeer, Andy Murray, TJ Gallardi, Dominic Moore. Oh, boy, that guy. And Doug Murray. 5 minutes into the game, Enforcer. 4 minutes later. Just for San Jose to Boyle? No. 3 minutes later. Havlat? No. Much later. They have a chance again? No. We have a chance Justin Brown? No. Man, we really outdid our number by 13. 3 minutes into the game. Yeah, Patty Marleau. All Nashville cheers. Marleau from Golden Fortune. Much later. We'll talk to him. 5 minutes later. Oh, really? Patrick Marleau scores. All Nashville cheers. Down 2-0 to the Sharks. Of all people, it's Patrick Marleau. 3 minutes into the I think their goal is simple. Just try on the net. Don't worry. I'm in Florida. They're like, don't worry, we won't lose. One time we need our goalie to do well. And 53 wins is not going to get us to the conference. So the final seedings are this. Yeah, Nashville beat us by one overtime loss. We both had 53 wins. Yeah, compared to Nashville, we didn't give up a lot of goals, but we didn't score a lot of goals. We only scored 221. Yeah, Anaheim scored more goals than us and didn't qualify. New Jersey, Washington scored more goals than us and didn't qualify. So yeah, 39, 23, and 20 in regulation points, 59%. We were 14 and 6 past overtime, past regulation. Nashville were 10 and 7. Vancouver 28, 9 and 4 at home, but 25, 14, 2 on the road. In the conference, we were second in road wins with 25, 26 from the Blues. Home team, we only won 28 games, 31 wins by Chicago at home, 30 by Nashville. I don't know if that did us in or not. 11 and 2 in overtime, that's pretty good, but 13 and 1 for Chicago. And that will be your final stats. We head to the playoffs soon. Steven Stamkos, 70 goals. Nobody got to 50. Kovalchuk and Gaborik got to 46. Our top goal scorer was Justin Williams, 32. He tied for 25th. Points wise, Stamkos won by clear shot to win the Art Ross. Kovalchuk second. Giroux third. Kopitar tied with Solana for fourth. Williams 22nd. I think he won the assist title, didn't he? Yeah, Kopitar won the assist title, but there's no trophy for that. Jonathan Quick, a 1-9 goals against, tied with Mike Smith and Corey Schneider, literally. Brian Elliott, a 1-3-8. 29, 8, and 7. He should have been playing more. Because without him in the lineup, they were 22, 12, and 4 without him. So yeah, Brian Elliott, I don't know how long he'll play for. Well, Halak was 7th. Corey Schneider only played 30 games. Varlamov was 3 games below 500. Yeah, look at 37 wins by Marc-Andre Fleury, and he's 25th in goals against. So let's just look at our stuff before we get to the playoffs. Quick 48, 20, and 5. Nice job with 9 shutouts. Bernier 5, 3, and 1. Kopitar 86 points. Justin Williams 71. Dustin Brown 66. Goals, Justin with 32. Brown 29. Kopitar 24. Colin Fraser, Jordan Nolan, and Travis Drewski. I don't think when they scored goals, I called those games. I'm just curious about Nashville. We played Nashville a lot. We lost to them 3-0. We beat them 5-1. We beat them 4-1. We lost in a shootout, so we were 2-1-1 against those guys. Yeah, we would have been first. We would have had first place because we beat them head to head, and that's out. Well, the end of the regular season is upon us. Next time it'll be the playoffs. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.